Hey everyone, happy Monday. I am wearing a tuxedo right now. I just did my choir recording. We're supposed to dress fancy, and a separate choir recording. Don't be alarmed, I'm not going out. I don't think there's anything to go out to for a tuxedo. Don't get used to it. I don't enjoy wearing a tuxedo, but I figured I was recording those videos, so why not do this one? Also wearing the tuxedo. I digress. Just trying to waste as much time as possible. So the verses of the day Friday, when it was posted, comes in the book of John. It takes place right Jesus, after Jesus found out that Lazarus had died, and he comes to where Lazarus was, and meets his sister Martha. And this is directed at Martha, but we can kind of expand it to ourselves. So, John chapter 11, verse 25 and 26. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? The final question specifically to Martha. So this kind of brings up an interesting idea and point of what kind of belief do we have. I had seen this in one of the devotions I go through, and it was talking about, like in a general sense, when we have like a personal faith, personal relationship with God, at like kind of a surface level in a sense, it's very much like morally, am I doing things good? It can get a little maybe legalistic, very like Ten Commandment-y. I always like, as a kid, would tell myself like, oh, did I lie? Like, oh, I gotta ask for forgiveness now that I did this one. I haven't murdered anyone, blah, blah, blah. Like, going through, like, that kind of checklist. But an intimate personal relationship with Jesus, to go a step deeper, takes away that need. I know that's something that I feel like I've heard preachers say a lot, or it's just the relationship with Jesus. But it really is that, and it's really important to kind of get our hands and our heads around that, because it comes into our lives so much more. Like, when we're living our lives now, are we concerned with, like, morality and all these different things? Which, I mean, like, yes, in a sense, we should be. But that takes away from what it means to really have an intimate personal relationship. When you're with your friends, are you thinking, like, actively thinking, I know they don't like this, I can't talk about this, I don't like this, did I do this wrong? You're not going through a checklist in your mind of things you've done to this person. You just are with them, and that relationship that you have with them brings out what is good and true in that relationship. Like, you can certainly do things to hurt that relationship, but you're not actively thinking every moment, did I do this right? Did I do this right? Did I do this right? And that's the same thing with God. We don't need to be fixated on, and this sounds dangerous, but we don't need to be fixated on like the morality and the legalism and all these kind of minutiae in life. That, like, are we being a good Christian? Are we reading our Bible every day? Are we doing this? Like, if you have a checklist and you think of it like a checklist in some form in your mind, I encourage you to not do that. I encourage you to seek and develop that personal, intimate relationship with Jesus. And yes, that can come from praying, reading the Bible, and all that stuff. But let praying and reading the Bible flow out of your hunger and wanting to know Jesus, not the other way around. Like, I mean, at the beginning, it can be like that. Like, to understand and find out about Jesus in the first place, you gotta learn some things about Jesus. But once you really have that relationship, like, it's just to have all the desires, all the things we say are very like churchy answers of reading the Bible, praying, not lying, not murdering, all these like different things. When you have an intimate relationship with Jesus, it just flows from you. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to be like, oh, in a decision like, oh, should I lie about this? Or, oh no, I lied about this. You'll just want to not lie. You'll want to not hurt. You'll want to love people. You'll want to give to the poor. You'll want to support the widow. I'm going through the different good things people can do. But yeah, like when you have that relationship, that intimate relationship with Jesus, all that just flows out. So I just encourage us, if any of you feel like you have this like list in your mind of what do I need to do to please God? Am I doing these things to please God? This. If you're always kind of worrying or seeing what's going on in the world right now, and that is bringing you down, that all these external things of what am I doing? What are they doing? What's the world doing? All those things, when you have a personal relationship with Jesus, go away and almost don't matter. It doesn't mean you should like ignore things, but when Jesus is in an intimate relationship with you and you are in one with him, that's all you need. And everything that you need to be a Christian will just come naturally to you at that point. You won't be perfect. That's what we're all working towards. But yeah, just all you need to do is have that intimate relationship with Jesus. And that's all anyone should really focus on. Because that is the end goal. So like Jesus said, he's going through these kind of things about him. He's not saying, I'm the resurrection, I am going to die and be risen again, and blah, 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 blah. He's not saying, like, do you believe these facts that I've just told you? It's, do you believe that when you have that relationship with me, when you live by believing in me, you'll never die? Do you believe this? Have a great week.